Greetings and welcome to Morbis Plays Frozen Cortex. So today we're taking a look at Frozen Cortex. This game was developed by Mode 7 and it was released on Steam back in February of 2015. It's currently retailing for $18.99. So what's this game about? This is basically a turn-based strategy game. It's not a sports sim, as some people may think. It was originally, the working title was Frozen End Zone, but they changed that, I think, to basically focus on the fact that it's a much more cerebral game. Right, okay, so I've got a game underway, so we'll just go ahead and continue with this. Now this is a standard knockout tournament. There's various game modes you can play, and you see we're playing as Morbs mechs. We currently have 2 wins. We've just won the last match, and as a result of that, we've unlocked some new robots. Now basically you have a team of, you can see here, 5 different mechs. This is the current team, and because we're in knockout mode, they're all very bad, apart from this one, because we've won one match already. We've unlocked this fella, and because we've just won a second match, you get to unlock another one. So here you go, and you kind of get to scroll through the roster and see what you've got. And now each has various abilities. Speed is kind of how fast they move. You've got to kind of evade, or basically reduces the circle. But I'm talking about this in-game more, rather than going through them all now. Kind of throw speed, yeah. Anyway, hopefully some of them are pretty self-explanatory. And so what you're looking for is basically the one with the best stats. So that appears to be the first one. So that's good, yeah, release block. And now you can swap them out, so let's just swap him down, so that'll do. And so now, we've basically improved our team. And that was a game finished, so we beat that, yep, next event. Week 2 is done in the books. And I say it's an ongoing league, it's a knockout league though, so you lose one match and you're out. Okay. And here you go, we've got our next opponent, Administrator Nomura. Yep. There you go. So you can see they've had one win and 1 loss. So let's see if we can take them out. Game time. Play game. Right, now this is an interesting title. Let's say this is much more akin to chess than a sports simulator. The developers, you may be familiar with Frozen Synapse. It will use a lot of the same logic in that. It's kind of turn-based. You program in your turn and then you can play it through and view it. So here we go. But you'll see the American football overtones. Basically, you're trying to score points. You're trying to get to the end zone, and you're also trying to collect points here. These blue tiles, if you run over them, you'll gain 2 points as well. So that's a way of kind of avoiding tiebreakers. Okay, so here we go. That's a left click, and we get into it, and we're into the planning phase. Now, there's various camera angles you can use. And here you go. This is the pitch. Now, the pitch is randomly generated. All the blocks here are randomly generated each time, which gives it a kind of a unique challenge. So it's going to be variant. Now what I tend to do is play from that. If you click the middle mouse button, then you can get a top-down view, and from here I can kind of see everything I want to see. Now the thing you're paying attention to is there's 2 different types of blocks. You've got these tall ones. These effectively block passes. You cannot pass over these. And then you've got these mid-height ones. You can pass over these, but you can't run past them. Okay, can't run over them, I should say. Right, so we've got the 2 teams. Morbs mechs here in purple, and SXT Vision here in orange, I guess. And you see it's 12 turns until the end of the game. So it's basically 12 turns in total. And this is the planning phase. You can take as long as you like. But I'm going to have to try and move quickly, because otherwise it's going for a long time. So he's on offence. So he's probably likely, it's going to give us a warning because he's not on our team yet. But because it's a planning phase, you can actually issue orders to the enemy as well. Or the opposing team, I should say. So that's it. And now you can actually play through. So I just hit the space key, and you'll see down at the bottom here, it gives you a timeline. And that's basically what I'm predicting will happen. So I'm thinking he's going to run off and get the ball like that. And then I can now issue commands to my players. Now I should just quickly show you as well, switch back to, so I prefer this view. If you hold the B key, you can kind of get an overview of the stats of the different players. And now there's various rings as well. I'll talk about these as I play. So let's program in some moves. If I press the C key, this is the chase ring. If he kind of picks up the ball and runs with it into this area, then our players will chase after it. But I'll show you more play. So let's just start moving our guys up. So I think he's probably going to be heading over this way. Now this is about intercepted passes, but for the first move I just want to get programming in quickly. I think we are just going to try and push. Can we get over? He's got a point few. Okay, right, I'm just going to push up. Just move him to there, and he's going to block this way, so I'm not going to move him too far. So I'm just program move, then I'll explain a bit more about what I've actually done. So he can come up over here, and just going to cover. You're effectively trying to cover, so he's going to be going and pick up the ball. Once he's got the ball, then he can either pass it or run with it. So I'm going to basically, you want to cut off options. That's what you're trying to do here. Right, I think you are going to push just Just to there for now, that'll do, because this is high ground. Okay. Right, so you can see our 5 players now have got a move set in. It's all programmed. I'm going to say you can reset it, play it through, use the X key to kind of reset. I think that will do for now. And let's just go ahead and prime. So when you're happy with your move, you program it in the changes, hit the prime button, and let's say OK. And you're now going to see a little playthrough, outcome, click to watch. Let's see what actually happened. So this is what actually happened. So you see that guy did run to get the ball, and his other players have moved. And now you can just replay it. So if you want to look again, you can replay as much as you want. You've got down the bottom of the control here, you can play through the different phases and see what's occurred. So let's see. So we're blocking here, this guy's trying to run out. Yeah, they're moving down there. So he's got fairly limited options. So what we can do now is have a look at his options. As I say, it's the planning phase, so we're free to kind of program and moves. Now this is passing. Basically these are the areas to which he can pass. Now what you want to do is move around, so you see he can pass over here. When it's kind of this colour it's fine. When it goes red like there, he can't pass there because that's a high block, as we were talking about earlier. He can't pass over them. So he could pass off in this direction. Try and get throw a long ball down there maybe. Also down here, down the centre there. So he has got a few options as to where he could pass to. A little pop pass over to that guy. So I've got to now try to anticipate what he's going to do next, or what his move will be. He may just pass over there, but probably can't do that much about that. But what we want to do again is cut out options. So we do this. Let's move our players up, and because he is this phase, let's I'm going to reset it because I'm playing it forward a bit. Okay, we should get there. You can see that those lines appearing. Now you have to be stationary. This game's all about movement and being stationary. When you're stationary, you control the space around you. So for example, if this guy's stationary here and this guy tries to keep running, what you'll see is happen there, I block him. You see he gets kicked back, so he cannot pass me because I'm stationary. However, if I actually set this player moving, so if I change my plan now and set him going, you can use the backspace to cancel moves. So again, that player's still running there, you can see him getting blocked. But if I select my player, rather than selecting that bit, so let's just do that, and I, for example, move him down there, you'll see rather than blocking, they now pass each other because they're both are in movement. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel that move. We're going to leave him there, and now, so we've got to kind of anticipate what we think is going to happen. He can get out there. You see, now he can just about make it. You have to be stationary to intercept a pass. So why don't we? So in order to cut out any pass down in that area, move him to there. And now you can see if this guy tries to actually pass it over in this direction, say, long pass, we'll get there in time and we will intercept it. So there, we've cut off that route, so he can't pass down there. So he can still do his pop pass. I'm not too worried, because if he does do that, then our guy should be able to get back in time to cover if he tries to run that round. And we've got a guy here as well, so I'm not too worried. And it's about kind of areas of control. Now again, we've got this guy set, haven't we? So I don't think he won't pass it that way, so he may pass downfield. Now how far can we get? So again, you can see the where it fills in. So it's now blank. That's as far as I'll get in like a single turn, effectively. So that's the kind of maximum distance. But so I won't intercept if I'm moving. So at that point there, so that's where I would need to go stationary, basically. Okay. So that cuts out the most. Higher. No, so you're kind of looking for the optimum point, which I think is just about there. Okay, so now if he does try and pass down, say for example down here, we should have that covered. Yep, so we can get to that in time and intercept it. So again, we're now cutting out his options. He can't pass this way. We've got that guy covering. Can't pass this way because we've got the other guy covering. Now he can still pass probably down this way, and you actually see the shaded circle that gives you the block area, so you can see kind of where he's now blocking, where he's covering. So now what's this guy doing? Let's move him up, shall we? I think he probably wants to cover across as well. I think he's very unlikely to throw, although the computer, the AI is pretty good, so I mean he may well make that throw and have this guy run over like so. And then bang, so he'll get to that. So we've definitely got to cover that. So let's make sure he doesn't do a sideways pass. Probably want to bring this guy up to around here. then there you go, we've got that covered. And the best he could do would be to throw over that way, and in which case we'll get to that in time. Yep, you see Argyle's kind of even set off and do that. Now you can even program in delays. Now this is a neat thing, and it does become very important later. I don't want to get into too much detail, but yeah. So let me just show you quickly a delay. So for example, this guy, if I wanted him to pause here for a moment, I can do that, and then actually pause before setting off. But then he wouldn't get there in time to intercept, so I don't want to do that, so I'm just turning that off for now, but I'll show you that will become relevant later. Right, so what else do we need to do? Anyone else need moving? So that's okay, we've covered all those kind of angles. Now he could just try and run, so what happens if he does that? There you go, got that well covered, we'll get that back, so not too worried about that. So I think the most likely thing is he's going to do this, which I expect is going to happen. So I say the air is pretty decent. And then we're going to have to kind of cover. We should be able to do that. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's say we've got cover down here. So we can maybe actually... could even move this guy a little bit back a bit. I think probably over there maybe. No, in fact, he's going to hold fast. He's fine. Because he should be able to get across in time. He won't be able to get a pass there if he does do a short pop. Okay. And he can just, I think, probably move up to the tower. Yeah, okay, that's going to do. That's enough. As I say, you can spend ages, agonising over different moves. So let's just go with that, and I'm going to prime this now. And let's get on and show you a bit more of the gameplay. Okay, there you go. You prime your move. So now let's see what actually happened. What actually occurred after all that? Was it all worth it? Have we got an intercept? Has he done that little pop pass as we suspect? Let's see. No, so he went for something else there, and we got an intercept. There we go, and you get kind of a little commentary there. So let's play back. Again, you can play back as much as you like. You can even go back to the very beginning and play from there. You'll see the whole game, what's happened. There you go, that's just when he picked it up to begin with. And there was the intercept. Okay. And now we're back into real time. So where are we going to go? So we're back into planning phase. Now we've got the ball, we've got options, but fairly limited. We may look for a cross pass. So you can see what we can do. We can't really go that way. I don't think we can run. I think our best bet maybe. I think is we need to get to there to score. Interesting. So now's the dilemma, because he's kind of blocking us here, and you'll see he can do this, so he can block a pass that way. I don't think we really want to pass that way unless everyone's going to moving up. I think we're probably just going to have to go for it. So I think we're going to have to just go for the pass to there, and have this guy. How are we for speed? So not great. You see our stats. He's not fast, but so we're all pretty slow. Right. I think that's what we're going to have to do though, and just basically hope that he either tries to block. Well, no, in fact, no. He will block the pass, won't he? So that's stupid. I think he's probably just going to go there. Do that. Then he can't get very far, and we can probably close him down. So we could then move after you've done the pass to there. Next he's intercept, so maybe there. Have you coming up here as well to support. Okay, where are we going? I think we're going to have to go for that. So now if he does get it there, then he's more, maybe bring this guy, so he's going to have more options now. So this guy is more important to bring him out. You're coming over there. Okay, so hopefully you're starting to get a feel for it though. You're basically trying to second guess. Now I was kind of thinking about doing a pass over here and running around, but I think we're just going to go for that. And see what this guy does. We may get away with it. Okay, it's 0-0. Okay, let's go. Let's prime it. Let's see what happens. Here we go. System prime. I say I'm trying to play quickly because otherwise this video will go on for a long time, and I want to just give you a kind of feel for the game. Okay, so what's happened? He's running back to cover by the looks of it, so I think he's going to beat us to it. Let's see. Yeah, so he's got the intercept there. So, and he's going to block us. So let's stop that. Let's do that. I think he's going to kick us regardless. Yeah, so he's definitely got a hit on this guy here. So we'll just want to temporarily take him out of action. Move him back a little bit. Right, so you're going to have to go in and cover. Attempt you moving up to there. Now you want to cut off any escape route, so you don't want that guy getting through either. So actually, if we move to there, let's do it. Let's get through. Yeah, so we block that off. Over you. Going that way, that's fine. You're coming out there, you can stay there for a minute. You're coming out to cover. Just in case you can get a pass off. Right, I think that'll do it. Again, let's go. Just go. I'm going to try and run through. See what happens. So he's going to get the interception now. Oh, he didn't. Ah, you see, he didn't stop. He was just running back to cover. Misjudged that. That's annoying. Okay, so he's now probably gonna have a pass. Where is he gonna try? So he could go over that way, quite likely. He could gamble and go long. He may well try that. Something like that. Kind of his style. Maybe I would try and block that. Let's see. What can we do? Right, we can get quite a way up. That's good. Again, it's about cutting off his options. So let's bring it right slightly. So you're using that the higher block because you know that you can't pass over that. So there, that's kind of one more up. Okay, so that cuts that off. There you go. And now this guy, let's bring you up as well. Support. How can you go? And again, depending on the player's stats, the speed, and it'll affect blocking and how easy they intercept, how quickly they can get places. Yeah, I think you can go there. I think he's going to go for the left field pass. And I think our guys are going to have to set off in that direction. So let's have you going over there. Or we can even make it. See, because this guy's quick, so he's going to be quick, isn't he? Let's have a look at his stats in a sec. Find the spot. Where is it? So he can get there in time to intercept. Unless he gets blocked by that enemy player, which may happen, but let's see. Where is it? Looking for that sweet spot. Out there. So now, again, if he tries to pass over that way, for example, yeah, if he gets that, hopefully it'll do that, so that'd be good. Okay, right, so I think we've kind of closed out the options. This guy's alright, just covering for the minute. Happy with him just being there, that's fine. We'll speed that, bring that guy up, so maybe just block that way. Hang there. Right, that'll do. Let's go again. We can prime now. Okay, let's see what happens. Outcome. He's run it. So he tried to run it there. Yeah, you're not going to get away. So you see our guy called him because he was within our chase zone, so we will chase after him. So again, we can replay it. So he tried to get out there, but our guy had it covered, easily covered, and called him, chased him down. Although he did make a good run for it. But even with his slow stats, we were able to catch him. Because again, the chaser does get a little a bonus effectively. So yeah, we got him. Right, so now we've got possession. We could, why not finish with a little pass. Now you only get effectively 3 passes, so you can see offence going north, 3 passes remaining, it tells you here, and 7 turns till the end. So, we could even, we could go for that and be a bit cheeky and try and get the extra points. Tempting. But no, that's way too risky, because that guy can easily get there and intercept, so I won't do that. What we'll do is play it safe. Let's just get to the end zone, get a try. There we go. Or a touchdown, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just play through, make sure that goes okay. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, so let's go ahead and prime. Nothing else matters. Boom. There you go. In we go. Hey! Touchdown! Goal, I should say. Right, and you see now we've got 7 points there, so we're 7 points up. Commentators say stuff. If you run over, say, you basically have possession of the ball and run over one of these, it'll give you 2 points. So it's 2 points for each of these. So if you ran over all 3 of them on the way in, we'd have got another 6 points for that. So it'd have been 13 total. Okay, right, so now we can just do next, and we're going to the next phase.